My husband and I work together. So we met in law school. He sat next to me the first day of contracts class. And sort of the rest is history, and we both now work together. We focus on different areas of the law, though. So I've always focused on estate planning, which is basically working with families like you to set up legal documents in writing that would focus on what would happen in the event we're not available, or in the event we're not able to care for our children, focusing first and foremost on their well-being, but also the assets and the money stuff as well, too. So you'll hear about plenty of that tonight. And my husband, like him, he gets to handle the cases when that hasn't been completed or when documents have been set up, but everyone's fighting about it, which unfortunately happens a lot. So we kind of approach our planning with as much as open communication with our families to prevent this type of litigation pursuit. But as parents, I think what's on the first and foremost on our mind usually when we think about maybe doing some sort of plan, like legal documents to address these situations, we think, well, who would care for our children? And quick survey for any of you here who would like to volunteer. I mean, if you haven't even thought about that, if I'm not available, oh, that was fast. Okay, Christina.
Hi.
So who have you named or thought about naming if you haven't done it quite yet?
It's my cousin.
Okay.
She's the same age. I grew up with her.
Okay.
She babysits our kids. She has babysat our kids since they were very small.
So they would be comfortable
Yes.
with her,
Yes.
and she's close by or not?
Yes. She lives at a half hour from my house.
Okay.
She has a 15-year-old daughter
Okay.
who comes to babysit her. She babysits.
So I'm going to pick on you a little bit, Christina, because you volunteered. Because if you notice, Christina gave an example of someone who's a little bit more removed as a family member, right? It's not a sibling or parent. Those people have what we call sort of priority under the probate code, under the default. So you could not say, if you could take all this information and say, I'll get to it, and something happens, and be in that default mode, right? I mean, there's always a plan. If we don't do a plan, it's just what